I will be making pineapple upside down cake in a crock pot, and I'll be using these ingredients. Because I don't have rings of pineapple, I'm going to use pineapple chunks, but I'm going to puree pineapple chunks in a food processor. And I got maraschino cherries and 3 eggs. Got the super moist, and instead of oil with this box of thing, I asked for butter, so I have butter for the topping and butter for the mix, and then brown sugar, and then I'm going to spray the crock pot with cooking spray so the cake doesn't stick. Take note that I took pineapple juice and drained it into a Pyrex cup, and now I'll add a little bit more water to make a full cup of water that I need to add to the cake mix so the pineapple flavor will be spread throughout the cake mix. I pureed the pineapple in the food processor. I'm going to add a cup of brown sugar packed, fold it and mix it in. See, I've mixed the butter and brown sugar together, and I'm going to add them to the crock pot.
I mean, I could throw a little bit more pasta in there, but
I'm going to dump this.
it would dilute the cheesiness.
Excuse my husband talking in the background. I'm spreading out with the spoon because I was using this slightly dried out brown sugar because I'm trying to use up my old brown sugar. It still works just fine, it's just not as moist, so if you do use fresh brown sugar, it should be more liquidy than this. I'm going to add the crushed pineapple to my layer of brown sugar and butter. I'm going to smooth the pineapple about. I'm going to add my maraschino cherries, but I only have one hand, so I'll show you them after. I have the cherries. I first started by putting one in the middle and then working my way around. I didn't want to overdo the cherries, so that's how I did it. I mixed up the cake mix as directed on the box, and I just substituted pineapple juice for the water, and I'm going to add it to the crock pot. I poured the batter in, and now I'm just smoothing it out to make it even. Lightly, gently. Just try to make it as even as possible. Okay. Now I'm just going to add the lid to the crock pot and set the timer on high, and then for 2 hours. On new crock pots, you probably cook it in about an hour, so keep that in mind. And there you have it. And I'll show you the final product in a little bit. Okay, it's done. 2 hours are up. You see it's nice and golden brown on the sides, and then you take a toothpick and you go in the center, and you see that it's clear, there's not cake goo on it, so you know it's fully cooked. And yeah, it is a little higher in the middle. And I'm gonna take the ceramic part out of the crock pot and let it sit for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it upside down to put it onto a foiled cake sheet. There you have it, a nice moist pineapple upside down cake from the crock pot. As you can see, some of the caramelization didn't come off the crock pot when I flipped it over, but I just scraped it off and put it on. And another tip is you wait 15 minutes after the crock pot's done before you flip it over onto this. But what you do is you take the ceramic part of the crock pot out and let it sit on the counter 15 minutes, and then you can flip it over onto aluminum foil covered cookie sheet, and there you have it, a lovely moist dessert. Happy savings. Bye.